Welcome to this review and unboxing of the AInol Novo ELF II. I just received it from China, just came out last week. When I opened the box, I first found a charger that isn't in the AInol box itself, so there were some rumors that there was no charger included into the box, so I assume that is true. Then here we got the box itself, dual core A9, 7-inch 1024x600, 1.5 GHz dual core with a double GPU inside. It's the 8 gig version. As you can see, again, A9 processor, plays 1080p even in flash, it says. It got 1 gigabyte of RAM and 1 gigabyte of ROM. Not sure, that should be for the apps, I assume. A G sensor, HDMI 1.4 1080p. So if the processor can handle it, it should process 3D. So that looks great. And got Android 4, 5-finger multi-touch, OTG, Wi-Fi 300. Up to 300 Mbits, so that's great. Nice box again, as we are used of AInol. So let's open it up, and inside we have the inner box, which contains the tablet and accessories. So let's open it up. Tablet is on the left side of it, or right side, sorry. Inside we have a case included by the seller, I assume, plug. We have a book in Chinese but contains a lot of pictures. A warranty card, a little quality check card, mini USB cable, earphones, and that's it. So it doesn't come with an HDMI cable like the first Novo ELF did, so that's quite a shame. But yeah, you can buy it anyways for a few dollars out on AliExpress or Deal Extreme or Buying Coins, whatever you will like. So here we have the ELF itself. As I can tell now, it's quite heavy. Feels very, very heavy. Screen protector. So let's take a look around the tablet. Just going to remove this. It feels better than the Mars did on first feeling, in my opinion. It feels more heavy, better build quality, but it costs a little bit more too. As you can see on the front here, we have a camera. I assume it's 0.3 to 2 megapixel. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll tell you later. So let's get some light over here. On the left here we got a charging port. Then we got a mini HDMI. We got a mini USB, a speaker, SD card slot, and a 3.5mm jack. On the back of the tablet we got one mono speaker. On the top we got a power, a volume down, a volume up, and a home button. So as I think the tablet is quite heavy, I'm going to put it onto a kitchen scale so we can look how heavy it is. It reads at 353 grams. which is I think a little bit heavier than the Ramos is. So I have my Ramos here, which is under construction, as you can see. Let's put it up there. Let's keep it there. And as you can see, it's 277 grams, so it's quite a lot lighter than the ELF II, but I'm not sure where it's in there. Maybe it's a heavier battery or other components in there that makes it more heavy than the Ramos. But yeah, that's it. I also can compare it with my AInol Mars, which I have here. Let's put it on there too. It's a little bit slippery. Let's put it up this way. So as you can see, that one is a little bit lighter too than the ELF is. The ELF is quite heavy, and you can feel it that it's about 100 grams of 80 grams heavier than the Ramos. I don't see the problem there, but maybe differ on your own likings. So as you can see, I'm booting the tablet. So let's give it a little bit of time to boot up. So as you can see, it did boot up. So let's give this a second. Let's take a look at the screen. Viewing evidence of the screen seems quite nice. From the top you can see it all the way to this and even a bit further. From the left side it's about the same. Let's put the light off for a second. It's great. From the bottom it's not so good, but as you can see, angle is decent, and it is more decent than the Ramos. And from the other side it's good too. So the downside has a little bit of a bad viewing angle, but that's normal for this kind of screens that are included with this tablet. Nothing much to worry about. So let's take a look at the software itself. As you can see, there are quite a few apps pre-installed on the home screen and onto the device itself. They're very easy to remove. It's very you can't remove them, let's say that way, but you can easily delete them for now. So you check the app, go to app info, you force stop it, yes, and then disable. And when you look into the menu, the app is gone, so that's quite good to know. You can disable the Chinese apps, which is very nice. The second part I want to mention, and it's the same as the AInol Mars, it got feedback. So there is a little motor inside. Not sure if you can hear it. It will trail a little bit, so that's quite nice. We got normal apps installed, Gmail is installed, there's no YouTube on here if I see it correctly, but there is the Play Store installed, and Maps and Earth are installed, but so no YouTube yet. I'm quite sure it will be very easy to install, but I'm not sure if it got full market access yet. We will find out later. So let's check the Wi-Fi of the device, as the Ramos did have a little bit, did not have that good of range. So it found a protected network with 2 bars, while the Ramos or the Mars did not find any network here, or just 1 bar. So gets me really happy. In a few moments I will be back and I will show you a little bit more around the device. So I took my 32 gig SD card to test if it will find anything. So let's see, let's go home, SD card, and as you can see it works. So it will connect with 32 gig SD cards, which was to expect, but better try than don't try it. So let's start with a Antutu benchmark. So let's continue with the test. I will show you the results in a few seconds. As you can see, the Antutu benchmark is done, and the score is quite nice. The Ramas had a score of 5,683 and this device has a score of over 6,000, so that's quite nice. It's the same device. The SD write and read speed are lower than the Ramas because they had about 12.5 and 34. So I'm not sure how that will work out, but so the internal memory of the ELF is a little bit slower than the Ramas, but on the other parts it will perform better. It got a better score, so it's good. Yes, let's go to the next benchmark. Let's go to the file browser. Let's now take a look. At a Linpack. The loading is quite long because it's all on a 32 gig SD card, and the SD card contains a lot of files, so sorry for that. I have to say the device, the screen is responding very good. The Mars that I received last week has a few hiccups with that, but this device does it quite nice. Also the edge of the screen is the same. It's in the same height, so that's nice too. Yeah, it looks quite sleek to that. So now let's take a look at Linpack. So let's run a benchmark. Should not take too long. It got 188 flops. So now let's take a look at the quadrant and let's see what how it will perform. Okay, let's run a full benchmark. I have to say the processor, as I feel on the back now, is getting a little bit warm. It's not hot yet, but I think it's the same problem that RAM's hot. The new AIM Logic chip dual core gets quite hot. So when you're playing games, it could be a problem to hold the device. I did not have it that hot on the Ramas, but the chance is certainly there that when you're playing games for a long time, that it will give you some problems. So I'm not sure how the 3066 Rock chip processor will work with that, but this chip has some heat issues / problems. Maybe you can fix it with improved heatsink or something like that, which I will try to mount in my Ramas next week. And when needed, I will make a movie about it. Then let's go to the results of the benchmark. So here is the comparison with the other devices. The Samsung Galaxy Tab here and the Nexus here. So it performs runs better on stock ROM. The Ramos did have a score of 3013, so again it performs a little bit better here. Not sure if you will notice it in daily use. So let's take a quick view at system information. As you can see, the SDK is K is 4.0.3. The CPU is running from 480 to 1.5 GHz on 2 cores. The screen resolution is 1024 times 600, so 552 in here. It got a Mali MP, so that says it's dual core. Okay, and it got a BMA 250 3-axis accelerometer. Not sure what it means, but shows quite nice. As you can see here in the down corner, there is a mobile frequency indication bar. It is standard included in all the software, so when you add a dongle that's compatible with Linux/Android, it should work on most of the tablets, and this tablet has it integrated, so you don't have to put it on in some secret setting. Maybe you can put it off to save a little bit battery, but I'm not sure about that. Later on I will try to make a video about the video playback and gaming, so I hope to see you back for that, and HDMI output to the TV, of course. Thanks for watching this small unboxing/review. I hope you will be back for another video.